Welcome everyone to a Cuman game. Right here we have two players. We have 8 Spy playing as a Cumans, who is actually from Holland. So as a fellow Dutchie, I'm really proud to see people from this country go and play this game. I'm not that much of like a nationalistic person. It's like, you know, every single country is seems to be pretty cool, and you know, wherever you're born, that this happens to be where you're born. But at the same time, every single time I hear that someone is from Holland or from the Netherlands, I'm like, ooh, that's cool. Especially when they play this game, because I mean, I only know a couple of people who play this game, but it doesn't really seem to be all that big in this country. That said, though, Cumans right now are playing against TRM, who plays the Bengalis, and I believe, if I noted this down correctly, TRM is actually from Switzerland, which is the most neutral country in the world. So if they get into battle, it should be pretty damn serious. So I don't know if I have very, very high hopes for for our Cuman player. But the thing that I'm really interested in is, like, how is this Cuman player going to play around with the benefits that he has? Of course, with being able to build an extra town center in the feudal age. Is he going to use that? Is he going to play with that? Who knows? Right now, though, he's going for his boar right here, which gives him more food, and he went for the TC trick, which I've only learned recently, is a way where you get that boar to come in closer for the more food that's on him there, and before he takes you down, because like he does attack unlike the sheep, you send all the villagers inside the TC, you shoot at the boar 2 times so that you can hurt him without you being hurt, and then you jump out because if the TC takes him down and kills him, he's no longer food because he's been killed as an enemy, and enemies are not food. So yeah, we're seeing he's going for like 8 people on food, and we have two people on wood, just chopping away, chop, and going right here, probably for a very quick like dark age, going very quickly up to feudal. If we move over to TRM right here with the Bengalis, we see he has a couple more here on wood. He has 3 people on wood instead of 2. And I think he's going to be a little bit later, but he has already gotten 2 boars right there. Both boars, I think, are perfectly fine for food. This one is decaying right there. He's done eating that, and that's going to sink away in just a little moment. And yeah, as these players are building up, slowly but surely, we're going to see how they're going to play out and what their tactics are going to be. As I'm saying, I'm using these matches right here to kind of learn as to how people are playing who understand this game hopefully better than me. Because I'm still learning. I've only started playing this game like a couple months ago, like looking at this seriously. I've only just beaten Extreme AI without any army. Went Towers of Koreans, so if you know this game, you know you know how that went. But yeah, that was still that was kind of fun to see how far the Extreme AI went, and like I remember the first time beating the hard AI, and that was like such a big deal for me. I was so happy with that. And now just seeing Extreme AI and seeing how I can kind of cheese it, I'm like, wow. It's kind of insane. It doesn't feel like that because I feel like I have a lot of shortcomings that I need to make up for. Because there's like every single time you learn something, you can see how you don't understand a whole bunch of things that are going on. So yeah, here we are in the match, and they're just slowly building up their dark age right here. We have barracks coming in, which probably means that he's about to click up, or he's going for a dark age rush. But will that be right on time? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? That barracks right there is quite interesting. Normally, people don't really build up their barracks until they clicked up, unless they want to put on some pressure during this age. Well, let's see what's going to happen. Is he going to do something? He is not doing anything at all. Instead, he's pushing in the hunt, which is something that I need to get better at. But as you can see right here, walling right here with his buildings. I'm seeing more and more people like do these diagonal lines of walling, which normally I would never do. Like I would always like build straight right all these houses right after each other. However, I think that it might actually be a little bit more efficient because you're getting like the entire width right here of that building. So yeah, both of them have clicked up around the same time. We see that 8 Spy has gone ahead and built his houses out a little bit more wide and build up a second lumber camp right there. So maybe he's actually gonna go for that second TC. Oh, I can't wait to see it. So 1.5 minutes to go until both of these guys hit the next age, and then we'll see what is gonna happen. How are they gonna play it? I'm really interested in how the Cuman player is going to play it, because as I'm doing sometimes, as you may see in my content, I want to focus on like one civilization and just slowly learn about like what are they doing, how is this civilization being played differently than other civilizations? Because when you're new to the game, as I was just like about a year ago, I casually played this sometime, and yeah, I would just never really think about these civilizations much. And now you see right there, they're also doing that vertical walling right there, just placing it right next to each other like that instead of like putting it right next to there. I do think like you get a little bit more surface area off your wall. I think I'm gonna try that too. I'm going to try that too. And now we're going to see them hit, like, the next age in just a moment. How much wood does 8 Spy have? 8 Spy has 155 wood. Now, I believe he needs 275 to build up his next CC. So, I think it's going to wait a little while. In the meantime, though, he is building up a stable right there. Probably going into scouts here. And then what we see right here from TRM, we see TRM going for an archery range. And going for that gold. Ooh. That seems to be like a little bit of an archer push. He's protecting his gold right here. He's being prepared. He's preparing himself to go out. Not have to really worry about this here. Like walling this up, closing this off. And then going in for a push right here. What is 8 Spy doing on that? 8 Spy, meanwhile, walling himself up so the enemy can't come in. Building more houses so he can build more units. So far, both of them have had 0 idle TC. That is wild. That is absolutely wild. Like, I cannot manage that. This right here shows how good these players are. Actually, like, there is some ELO ranking right here, which I do believe that I have. So hold on, let me just pause this real quickly. I'm sorry about this. I'm still learning about this, but I do think that I have the ELO ranking right here. I think 8 Spy was about 1965, and then TRM was 2076. So, if you guys don't know about ELO, ELO is basically a ranking that I believe has come from chess. It goes to show like who is better in the play that you have right here. Like who's the better player. If you win, you gain points. If you lose points. It's basically like that. I don't entirely like how the calculation is being done, but what I do know is that everyone starts out at 1,000 ELO, and then if you go below that, you're probably below average, and if you go above that, you're above average. And actually 2,000, I believe, is pretty damn high up. I believe that we're watching right now some pretty good players right here who, with 2,000 ELO, do know what they're talking about. As you can see right there, with this keeping their TC, pumping out villagers all the time. And also look at that worker efficiency, like 90%. But right now, we have a little bit of an attack coming in. The scouts have come in, and they have no way out. What happened here? Hold on. Let me rewind this one. Let me rewind this. Scouts, I want to see what the hell did you guys do. What were you guys up to? Alright, we see the scouts coming in. He has a little raiding party. Moving through that gap between the wood and the house. This happened to me so many times, having those little gaps right there. And he's out there fighting villagers and then moving them away and just kind of keeping the scouts right there. Which is a very interesting play, because normally you'd expect that he would move about with them or try and like snag this villager right here. But he's leaving the scouts around, and yeah. TRM tried to trap him, but the scouts just ran away, and he has this one spearman who's telling these scouts, get away from my place. Get away from here. Stay away. Don't look at the archery range so you know what's coming. Oh boy, now I do wonder, can Red see that the archers are coming forward? I don't know. Did he see that? Did he see that just now? Let's rewind back. Let's see if he saw the archers coming out. He does know that there's something here. But yeah, no. He may have seen it. He may have seen that the archers are coming forward. And that right now, there's a little attack coming towards his base. As I said, I do want to see what he's up to. He's still low on wood, so he's probably not going to be making his second TC anytime soon. I'm really curious as to what's going to happen. He's patrolling right here with his spear and with his skirmishers. Skirmishers counter the archers right here, and the spear counters the scout right there. So he is prepared. He is prepared to meet the resistance, but does he know? Does he know? Oh, in the meantime, though, he's broken through the gate. He's broken inside. And he's doing a little raid right there. Although it seems like he's not going to hit much, because all these villagers right here are very well protected. These are all under the TC. These are all protected by the walls. So it's going to be coming back to this raid right here. Where, as you can see, these villagers are not protected. Well, they're kind of protected by these walls right there. But there's a little gap there. There's a little gap there, boy. Fix it up. Fix it. Fix it. Hammer it down. Hammer it down. Also, please let me zoom out, because otherwise you can see how low res these these images are. Oh no. Oh man, there's like a little bit of annoying going on with Red. Red's just trying to like make himself known. They're just attacking the house a little bit, set up that attack alarm, and seeing if that can force a little bit of idle time from TRM. Who TRM right now has been going along well. He has the villager lead, even though he has 4 seconds of idle TC time. I don't know how that's happened. I don't know how or when that's happened. I don't know, maybe Bengalis have like a little bit of a production bonus or something. I'm not familiar with Bengalis. I'm not intimately familiar with that. So seeing that the attack with the archers hasn't come to plan, Red has said like, fuck it, I'll go raid. I'll go right now with my skirmishers right here. So he's attacking these gold workers, trying to get them to stop picking up that gold right there. And the archers staying around here, trying to decide if they're going to do something about it. They decide to, like, just, you know, scare him a little bit. But there's not much archers can do against skirmishers, because skirmishers are the counter towards archers. So, yeah, the only thing that he can do is send scouts in, and then hope that that will work out. The advantage that Gray has here, though, is that skirmishers aren't really all that powerful in their attack, so they won't really kill a villager right here. Like, look, this one is only lost like 1 health. This one lost like another 1 health. So they're not really being killed by these skirmishers right here. But it's just like kind of annoying your opponent. So, like, you know, these villagers, the moment they get attacked, they don't really want to work anymore. Just like you may not want to work when you're being attacked by like a literal spear that's being thrown at you. You may want to get the hell away from that. So yeah, that's what they also do. Like they'll run away if they're being attacked. So yeah. Anyway, the battle's going on right here. A little bit of pressure from Red on Gray, but nothing much that is that's really changing the tides right now. Both of them are still able to freely make their villagers. Although what we see right here is that finally we see a little bit of idle TC time. 34 seconds, 36 seconds. We see that TC just not doing much at all. Ooh, and we see that has led to the fill count evening out. Now I don't know about you guys. I don't know how far you are when it comes to your Age of Empires journey, how much you understand from this game. But to me, like, I always imagined that this would be like how I played. Oh, look at that fill kill right over there. This would be like how I played in the back of my mind when I was like kind of new to this game, when I was kind of casually playing it and not really knowing much about what I was doing. I felt like, oh man, like I will have this perfect like economy right back here. As you see, Red is tending to his farms fantastically. He's building up wood right here, so he might actually go for his next town center very soon. Although that just went with a farm refresh, and now that's going down again. But yeah, like I always felt like I would have like a grade, like back of the eco. I'll be totally fine. I could go ahead forward and just go and attack my opponent and have some fun with them. But I could never do that because I didn't know what kind of units I would have to make. I always just made whatever was available to me. I made one of everything because everything together should probably be useful. However, what you see right here is knowing the counters, you can actually have some advantage here. Red here knows that these guys will kill out his skirmishers, so that's why he doesn't attack them. Because he doesn't really do much against them, but he can take down some archers. So as we see right there, it was a big battle. We have 19 kills for Gray and 14 kills for Red. So so far, Gray has been the better military fighter at this point in time, and now he's taking the fight to Red for the very first time this game. We're seeing him come forward, and Red barely has any army at all. Why does he not have any army? Does Red have any plans right now? He's going up to Castle Age, which is very surprising. Which is very, very surprising. I was not expecting Red, with his little bonus that he has of being able to build the next town center, to not use it. Which means that probably, because these guys know what they're doing, it's not as strong as I may think it is. I thought it was going to be really, really powerful, because like while you're going up to the next age, you can still continue to produce villagers. But that doesn't really seem to be the case. And as you can see right now, actually Red still has the fill lead. How is that possible? What is Gray doing? Gray is still making villagers. Oh, he's catching up right now. He just still had like an entire minute of idle TC time, and that's where you see, like he's just dropped back. You need to keep that producing, and that's for me is like the hardest part. So yeah. Anyway, it is for me the very first time going back to Age of Empires since TwitchCon. TwitchCon has been a very, very interesting experience, meeting a whole bunch of people from like a whole bunch of different games. I was kind of hoping to like maybe meet some people who like streamed Age of Empires there, just like learn more about the game and like speak with them. But apparently there was like a big tournament going on in Spain like last week, and from what I've heard, most people who stream Age of Empires weren't really all that interested in going to TwitchCon, but were instead like booking their flights to Spain, which I can understand. Because there's a big tournament going on where people were playing this game inside an actual castle, which I think is a pretty baller setting. So what we see right here is the tower has been raised by Gray, and that basically just denies his gold right there, which is pretty big because that would mean that Red can't click up. However, Red doesn't need to click up because he has already clicked up, and now he is at the castle age. And what is he going to do right now? Well, basically what you normally do is you build your next TC, which I would normally like make probably over here, like next to the stone and the wood, or make over here next to the gold and the wood. He is actually very, very lucky with his back gold right there. The fact that he was able to wall off like this entire corner of the map, like, oh boy, that is so nice. That is so nice. But Gray is through! Gray has made it inside! He's broken through the house right there, and he's actually just raiding this entire village here. Does Red have an answer to this? Can Red counter this? Red only has 9 military against 21. So, yeah. How many production buildings does he have? He has, like, an archery range right up front here, which doesn't really help him all that much, because every single archer that would come out will be taken away. He does have knights, which means that he has a stable. He must have a stable somewhere around here. That's only 1 knight, and they're still in production. So, yeah, that's coming out, and I think that that's right there. No, that's the stable right there. No, Red! No! Look at that! He has all his production units, like, buildings up front, which means that if that gets taken out, he's in for a bad time. Unless he can build something more. And what is he building right now? He's building the town center. He's building the town center. It is happening. I was expecting this to happen in the Feudal Age, given he's playing as Cumans, and that's kind of what I was hoping for to show you today. But he's going for it now, and as I said, right here, right between the wood and the stone, is gonna give him like a big eco boost. But how is he gonna like cope with the army? Like this situation right here is pretty dire. The final knight does come out, but like where? Like what else can he do? He doesn't have any stables anymore, does he? Did I miss one? Did I miss one? Oh no, there's one right here. There we go. That's better. That is way better, but he only has 1 stable right now. He does have a siege workshop right now, which is not producing anything at this point in time. And Gray is just deciding to just, like, go walk around. Just go see. What can he take out? What kind of villagers can he take out? Though that TC fire is pretty damn powerful. And as we see right here, Red does still have more resources collected. So even though Gray is in his eco right here, the fact that he has focused very much on these production buildings right here, and not necessarily has been disrupting the villagers that are working, Red has been able to keep up his villager production. We see that idle TC time. That's insane. What the hell has happened right here? What has caused Gray to GG? He was right here in attack. Did we miss? We missed something. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's go back, let's go back. Something has happened right here that I was not expecting. There was an entire, like, full-on war going on right here. What was Red doing? When did this happen? Hold on, like, I'm seeing Red right here. I want to see, what? When I thought the stable going down was going to be the end for Red, it was going to spell trouble for him, Red actually had another plan. How smart is this? What we see right here is that he went ahead, deleted his house, broke up his wall, and when Gray wasn't looking, because if we change this over to Gray, he didn't see that there was an entire raiding unit ready to go out. And knights they're pretty damn powerful. They're pretty damn good. So, if we go on swapping over to Red right here, Red basically said, okay, you can have my sable, you can have the front of my base, I don't need it. I'm gonna go to your base right here, where you're only gonna have 1 spearman, and we're gonna make quick work of him. And yeah, one thing that actually I do think Gray has noticed this. I think that is something where sometimes I do miss that, because you hear like the attack sound and one you're like, oh, he's probably attacking over here, but he actually went here, raided around here. Now I do wonder how, like, what does Red do that all of a sudden, like within a couple of like seconds, that Gray's is taken out? He just GG's. I don't know. He does have a lot of idle villagers around. 20 idle villagers. That is wild. 13 still. So this right here is where you see that. This right here is when I was looking at like the resource collected lead. Like this is where that came from. Gray can't work right now. Well, these villagers are only now going back to gold right here. Gray does still have like a little bit of gold. But yeah, Red right now, he can't get into the wood villagers. So he's like, screw it. I'm going to go right into your food eco. And just take down the villagers right here. And I think that this right here, at this point in time, Grace is like, well, I can't do this. I'm gonna GG. I don't think that this was unrecoverable. If I look at this right here, there's only like 3 knights in here, and he does have like 2 spearmen right here. So his wood eco is unaffected. His food eco is still mostly fine. So I don't know why Gray was like, this is over. This might just not be me not really seeing it. Because, yeah, I still think he had a fighting chance, but it also might just be that Gray was so focused on this push right here. And when that kind of didn't really go according to plan, and then he got raided back at home, it just took the wind out of his sails, and he was like, okay, screw it. This is not my match. Wow. Anyway, that is the very first Cuman play that I'm seeing right here. I was expecting that town center to come up a little bit earlier. I was expecting something to go and be played on the power of of the Cuman advantage, but 8 Spy didn't. He actually went ahead and just boomed right into the feudal age, went into castle age, got there quicker, and then went ahead and overtook his opponent with like this little surprise attack, which is something that I do feel is something that you can learn from a lot. Just once you're being attacked, just send out your units, go and attack right into your enemy's base, because most likely he will still be very much open if he's attacking you and spending all that power and all those resources on creating an army to attack you. So yeah, well played from Red. Kind of a surprising match. I wasn't expecting this, but I hope it was enjoyable. I hope it was enjoyable to see, and I hope you may have learned something from it. I'm really curious right now as to like what the power is of that second TC in Feudal Age. I was really thinking the Cumans would be insanely powerful with that, but seeing it not being used in this match, especially at this like high level, makes me wonder. Makes me wonder whether I should go ahead and play that in my own matches.